Leanne Poole, and I am the creator of Questions to Learn, an app for the iPad. And I'm going to focus on my customization feature today. I usually talk to teachers or therapists about this feature because it's great for when you want to enter questions about a story that you're reading with your students. But today I wanted to focus a little bit on how parents can work on using this feature with their children. So if you go on a trip to grandma's house or you go to the zoo, this is a great time to enter in some questions about your experience, and they can help them retell the experience and also answer who, what, when, and where questions. They can practice that. If they have a favorite book, it's even a great opportunity to enter some questions about the story that they're reading with you, and helps on comprehension skills. My example today is going to be a storybook app called Jerry the Giraffe by Melissa Northway. It's a great app, great book, because it has great illustrations, beautiful pictures that help with visual cues when you're working with your children. And also, it has a lot of opportunities for who, what, when, and where questions throughout the story, which is what I like about it, because when I'm working with my students, a lot of their goals are working on that kind of language skill. And it also has a lesson that you learn throughout the story. So I really like the book, and this is going to be my example I'm about to show you on my iPad app. This is the home screen of Questions to Learn, and we're going to focus on the customization feature. I'm using the light version to show you this example, and there's some differences between the light and the full version. The light version just lets you try all of the features using just one student. So the full version lets you enter as many children or students as you want and as many categories and questions in the customization part of the app. So I just wanted to show you that real quick in here in the light version. So go to pick a student. We're going to have to add a student or your child's name. Just going to add one real quick. You can enter an image if you'd like. Select the name, and you'll see their name and their picture in the middle of the app. We're going to go over here to Customize Questions. We're going to create a new category, and these are the steps you take to create your category. Select a level. Level 1 is 3 picture choices, so if the child has difficulty thinking of the answer, or they have difficulty communicating the answer, this is the easiest. So they just have to look at 3 different pictures after they're asked the question and choose one. Level 2 is a little bit more difficult with 4 picture choices. Level 3 is a little even more difficult, 5 pictures. And level 4 is the most difficult, no pictures. So if the child is verbal or has an AAC device that they use to answer questions, this would be the good level if they're making great progress and they're starting to think of the answer on their own. This would be a good level to use with them. I'm going to show you level 1. Then we have to go into our category, and we're going to name our new one. I'm doing an example of the storybook app by Melissa Northway called Jerry the Giraffe. So I'm going to enter the name of the story. And then you find it at the bottom. Jerry the Giraffe. And if the child is making good progress and you're really working on a lot of different comprehension questions, then you'll want to enter a variety of who, what, where, and when questions. If it's a child who's having a lot of difficulty just starting to answer questions, you might want to start with what. I'm going to select what. Under that, when your child's correct, you can choose one of these different verbal reinforcements, and also a picture of one of the speech pups might pop up and show them great job or fantastic. So I'm going to use this one. And when your child or your student is incorrect, one of these could happen to tell them that they didn't choose the right one, but they want to try again. Here's where you type your question. My question is, what sport did Jerry play? In the story, Jerry is playing volleyball. Now, for images below, you have options. If you have the real picture, you can take it right there with the camera, if that's easiest for you. Or you could have saved them in your photo libraries. Or if you're using a storybook app, as I did, then you would take screenshots of the storybook app. Or if your child has some difficulty looking at a lot of pictures, maybe has some visual impairments, or maybe just has difficulty looking at drawings of pictures or pictures with a lot of different things in it, you might want to use the pre-programmed pictures that I have in the app, or save an image from Google in your photo library and use that if they need like a specific object to show them the answer. I saved some screenshots earlier when I did this with my students. So for the first one, I'm going to put a picture of Jerry, the giraffe, which is not the correct answer. I'm going to put the correct answer next. And it's going to be of Jerry playing volleyball. And I'm going to select the bone below it. It's going to turn green to show you that was the correct answer. So that's important when you're taking data on your child. The last one's going to be incorrect, and I'm going to choose from my pre-programmed pictures, and there's quite a few, so it takes a little while to load. And I think I'll choose another sport. How about either a baseball or a baseball field? I think I'll do baseball. And then you record your question. What sport did Jerry play? What sport did Jerry play? Now, I don't know if I heard that whole question, so I'm going to do that over. What sport did Jerry play? What sport did Jerry play? And once you're happy with everything that you've set in, you put save, and it says successful. Now, if you're entering lots of questions, lots of what questions, or lots of different types of questions, you just keep going through and changing the different type of question. And you keep typing in the new question, changing up the reinforcement if you'd like, and changing up the images. So that's the way you do it. Set up a new category. You select back and then back again. Make sure you're in the right level, because sometimes if you've played the app before this, it could be still set in the old category you were working on or level. So make sure it's in level 1. Make sure the question category is on the one that you just created, which is usually at the bottom. Select that. And I'm going to take Visual for Trials off because I only entered one question. Make sure everything's set the way you want it and select Go. What sport did Jerry play? Super! So that's the way you set up the customization feature in my app. Feel free to go to our website, www.speechpups.com, for more videos. Thanks.